think we may have found the culprit for this sort of full body shudder on the X4. So this car's been off the road for about 16 months while I very slowly did a bottom end rebuild. So I had the crank sent off to be machined and all that sort of stuff. It spun 5 of 6 rod bearings, but thankfully the block was good. Yeah, front tyres have been off the car for 16 months, just sat around the side. Back stayed on, put it all back together finally, got it on the road, and braking at 50 miles an hour, there's a fairly severe shudder through the car. Now, I actually was beginning to think it might be the rear discs, because the back end was less sort of exposed to the elements. Around the side, like between bushes and garage, so not exactly fully exposed, but whereas the front, I had the wheels off, but then I bagged up, taped up, sprayed with WD-40 beforehand, the brake discs and whatnot, so rear discs were a little bit corroded, fronts weren't. So I was beginning to think it was the rear discs, and I've got some coming tomorrow. But in the meantime, I thought I'd check these front wheels, because this one, while it was sat outside, it somehow ended up sat in transmission fluid or engine oil or something, and the rubber was looking a bit iffy on the side. I cleaned it up and it looks okay. I'm not dead sure this is it, but this looks pretty. I mean, I've just run it up in the balancer and it's saying it wants 220 grams, which is that's a lot. That means we've got a problem. But I'll show you. You can see it. You ready? So you can see some fairly severe out of roundness there, really, and I don't think it's a wheel. I'm just going to get a torch actually. So yeah, same 210 on the outside. Well, not the outside, but this face here on the inside. This concealed way, or it would be, and 110 here. Well, on the inside, but yeah. So that's pretty crazy. Really. Let's run that again. You know, it's hard to tell for sure, but the rim looks okay. The tyre looks horrendous. Let's do that one more time, and I'll stand on this side and see what I can see. Yeah, the rim looks, you know, okay. Well, expected for a 10-year-old car, not too bad. Now I've got the other front wheel there, wheel and tyre. Just see if that's vastly different. Because I'd say this is one that just looks a bit suspect. Just, I don't know, like the rubber looks slightly swollen, but then I thought, well, it's only going to be like the surface, but maybe not, you know. This might not be it. It could be the brakes after all. Yesterday I was thinking it was a transfer case, because it was like transfer case judder, but more severe, and it was when braking, which doesn't seem right for transfer case. Right, so here's the other one. Ah, shit. Don't do that. And weirdly, this feels a lot lighter, I think. I was thinking, could there be something in the tyre, but in the wheel? Water can't get in there, not when it's had air in it all along. It wasn't devoid of air, so surely water can't get in. Not perfect, but looks a lot better to me. Well, that's what I would expect to see. Single digits, you know, 40 grams tops weight to add. Obviously it's got whatever original weights were on it, but that looks what I would expect to see on a car that's been running for a while. As somebody who is knows bugger all about this stuff, but you know, that seems okay to me. Yeah, I haven't got anything to compare the weights, but one does feel heavier. So I've already done the measurements. You tell it where the diameter, it senses that. You tell it where the inside weight's going and how far to the other side weight, depending on what program you're on. And then you do the width with the thing that I've suddenly misplaced. Oh yeah, with that. So it's all set up for that wheel. And again. Looks a bit of a mess to me. So I think that could be the culprit. And yeah, it was fine when the car was taken off the road. Weird. Car's just passing MOT as well, so it's nothing visually obvious, I don't think. Just feel like slightly swollen there though. You can see it sort of doing that. Goes in there. Massive hump there. Let's get something. Can you see on the video there? Ready? Gotta be that, surely. Right, cheers. I guess it won't be on the road tomorrow then, when I do the brake discs. Unless we can get a tyre tomorrow. But I'm trying to do my own tyres. It's the whole point of all this crap. So I really don't want to... Well, I don't want to pay someone else to do it, but I don't want someone else to do it. I want to do it. Alright, cheers.